So if you've gotten to the point where you've embraced the aging consumer as a key prospect in selling gold, then the question becomes, we know who we're talking to now, right? The question then is how? How do we appeal to them in a way that gets them to be interested in buying more gold? We know they love gold, but we're dealing with the reality of they have saturated collections, right? They own a lot of this jewelry. Yes, they have the means to buy more, but where does gold fit in their world today? And you know, the people are saying at the conference that, well, geez, is the gold industry done? Is it over? We're dealing with so many headwinds and so forth. And I would say to you that if you look historically at the role that gold has played in our culture, okay, and how it has shaped wealth and spawned desire and driven the destiny of so many cultures, that's not going away, okay? What we're dealing with as an industry is a correction where we have to ride out the storms with changing millennial preferences. We will get to the other side, but during this period of correction, I think you really need to understand why it is that the baby boomers are going to buy more gold. And I sum it up by saying that gold is timeless allure for a generation that believes they're ageless, right? They are always looking for things to validate their self-image, especially as they age and they start to question whether they're looking as vital as they want to be, etc. Their physical appearance, how they present themselves, is now more important than ever. But I think you also have to inspire to create desire for gold. You can't tell them that they need it. You can't talk about it on a need basis. You have to engender some type of feeling. And one of the things that we've been having some very interesting conversations about are the fact that this generation is reflecting on a life well lived. They want to leave a legacy, right? This isn't a woman who wants to leave a bag of heirlooms behind for her grandchildren. This is an opportunity for her to leave a bit of a legacy of herself, to perhaps think about refurbishing her gold, repurposing her gold, so that all these new possibilities that enter in. I think it's time for marketers who've never marketed gold to an Asian consumer to be willing to step back and totally rethink what it is they're selling. You know, Peter Revson once said, in the factories I bottle perfume, but in the department stores I sell hope. And I think that's a really important context to have if you're in the gold business. You know you're focusing on an aging consumer that are a certain life stage. Now what does gold mean to them, and how can you make it absolutely irresistible? That's the challenge.